So you're at a 3,000 square foot gym. What does that look like? What's the day in the life of a gym owner?
Wake up at 4:30.
That's in the afternoon.
A.M. You do your.
There's an A.M.
Well, you have coffee and breakfast, and the first class is at 5:30 a.m. Coach a few classes in the morning because you can't give those away to someone. You can't. It's hard to have a coach that wants to coach that early, right?
Yeah.
And so, my business, my responsibility, I'm going to do it. And we had great attendance at those early morning classes. Some of our highest performing individuals go to those early morning classes. Some people I still talk to this day. And so we had those early morning classes. After that, I would work out, and then I would hoof it over to the corporate account. Had 3 classes middle of the day. I would make sure I spend time over there with those people, then hoof it back to the gym for the afternoon classes. And then I'm done by 7 p.m. And that was a typical Monday through Friday type thing. And, like I said, having more than one of me would have been ideal, but it's hard when you don't have skin. Putting someone that has actual skin in the game. We brought that on a few times. And it's just
like you structure their contracts so that they
incentive-based type stuff. But it's tough in an industry with, like in fitness, the margins are pretty thin, and there's not once you grow, there's not a whole lot of money within a gym. And so it's tough to really have someone see a long career out of it unless it's theirs. And I totally understand that. And so the best way for me personally to have done that growth wasn't to expand. It was to operate within cash flow where we are and enjoy that we're very successful within what we were. Unless I would have had more people that I could grow with on other projects to fund what they wanted to do, and have separate gyms based on that, I think would have been the better route to go.
Interesting. So in hindsight, say you were to do this over again, and you have this successful gym, 3,000 square feet, you're crushing it, but you want to expand the business. Are you saying now the next gym would have not been CrossFit, would have been Soul Cycle or something like that? Are you saying it would have been like a different approach, or are you saying something more like, oh, this person, call this person Harris, wants to do a gym completely different. Let's build it around his idea.
That's a good question.
And I'll help.
I am a believer that you should invest in what you know and what works for you. And so what works.
So you wouldn't even hire me. Yeah, got it.
That's right.
Yeah.
So what works well for us is the group classes, and we call it CrossFit, but it's really a fitness class, right? I mean, and I was never the most technically, I didn't go to school for kinesiology. That wasn't my strong suit. We had people there that were very good with that. I think the most important thing to keep people moving in a fitness environment that's a group class environment is people wanting to be there, and people, taking time out of their day because it's what they enjoy doing. And I think building a community is the best way to go about that. And so having someone like-minded enough that would want to do that is what you should do. And for me in that world. Now some gyms do things differently, and they do a very good job of what they do. And that's just speaking from my experience, I think, having a relationship driven, approach to fitness, especially in a group setting, is the best way to keep people moving.